Tonight, we are going to look at one of the most haunting mysteries in all of modern science. It is a mystery that suggests we might not be alone, not just as a species, but as a universe. We are going to explore the cosmic scar, a strange, cold anomaly at the very edge of our observable sky. Scientists call it the cold spot, but for many, it is a bruise, a fingerprint, or a scar left behind by a collision with another reality. As you settle into the stillness of your room, imagine your own consciousness as a vast, quiet sea. The noise of your day is like a small ripple on the surface, while beneath, there is a deep, silent depth that reaches out to the very stars. To understand the scar, we must first look at the map of the universe's beginning. In the world of cosmology, this is known as the cosmic microwave background, or the CMB. It is the oldest light in existence, a glow that has been traveling through space for 13.8 billion years. It is the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. When we look at this map, we expect to see a smooth, uniform field of heat, with only tiny, microscopic variations in temperature. And for the most part, the universe is incredibly consistent. But in the southern constellation of Eridanus, there is something that shouldn't be there. Imagine a giant, dark void. A place where the temperature is significantly lower than everything around it. This is the cold spot. It is not just a small dot. It is a massive region stretching across billions of light years. In the science of statistics, the odds of this happening by chance are incredibly low, perhaps 1 in 50. For years, astronomers have tried to explain it using standard physics. Perhaps it is a supervoid, a region of space where there are simply fewer galaxies. But the latest data suggests that even a supervoid isn't enough to explain the sheer size and depth of this cold, dark scar. This brings us to one of the most profound theories in theoretical physics: eternal inflation and the multiverse. Imagine that our Big Bang was not a unique event, but just one bubble in a vast, infinite ocean of cosmic foam. Each bubble is its own universe, with its own laws of physics, its own stars, and its own history. Normally, these bubbles drift apart, never touching. But what if, in the very beginning, two of these bubbles bumped into each other? What if our universe was bruised by the touch of another? This is the hypothesis of the cosmic collision. As you lie here, breathe into the idea of this vastness. Your body is a small, warm bubble of life, resting in the much larger bubble of your room. But you are connected to the infinite. The scar in the sky is a reminder that there is always something beyond what we can see. Just as the boundaries of your room don't define the limit of the world, the edges of our universe may not define the limit of existence. You are drifting in a sea of potential. The coldness of the scar is not something to fear. It is the quiet, cooling touch of the infinite. In the science of string theory, the universe is made of tiny, vibrating strings that can exist in 11 dimensions. Within this framework, our entire three-dimensional world is like a thin membrane, or a brain, floating in a higher dimensional space. Occasionally, two of these membranes might drift toward each other. The point where they touch would create a massive disruption, a cosmic scar that would remain visible billions of years later. The cold spot may be the physical evidence that our brain is not alone in the bulk. We are part of a cosmic neighborhood we are only just beginning to understand. Tonight, let your own boundaries soften. Imagine the scar in your own life, the stresses, the memories, the marks of your journey, not as damage, but as evidence of your connection to something larger. You have been touched by the world, and you have survived. Like the universe, you are ancient, you are resilient, and you are beautiful in your complexity. The cold spot is a silent, golden witness to a history that spans across the multiverse. As the night deepens, let your thoughts settle on the edge of the map. Beyond the stars, beyond the light, there is a mystery that is both vast and comforting. We are not alone in the dark. We are part of a shimmering, endless dance of worlds. The universe is breathing, and you are breathing with it. The map is old. The light is fading. The scar is quiet. The void is peace. In our next segment, we will look closer at the supervoid theory and why some scientists think the scar is actually a giant hole in the fabric of space. We will explore the physics of the great nothingness. But for now, stay in the cool, quiet mystery. You are connected. You are vast. And you are home. Anomaly. Multiverse. Inflation. Sleep. We descend now from the grand architecture of the multiverse into the strange and haunting reality of the great nothingness. To truly understand the cosmic scar, we must examine the possibility that it is not a bruise from the outside, but a hollow space within. This is the theory of the Eridanus supervoid. In the world of astrophysics, a void is not simply empty space, but a region where the density of matter is significantly lower than the cosmic average. But the supervoid associated with the cold spot is unlike anything else we have ever discovered. It is a desert in the middle of a celestial forest, a place where the light itself seems to lose its way. As you settle deeper into your rest, imagine your mind as a vast, open space where the heavy matter of your thoughts is beginning to thin, leaving behind a peaceful, cool, and quiet emptiness. The science of the supervoid begins with the large-scale structure of the universe. When we look at the distribution of galaxies, we see a cosmic web, a network of long, thin filaments of dark matter and stars, separated by vast, dark bubbles of void. These voids are a natural part of the universe's evolution, but the Eridanus supervoid is a monster. It is estimated to be nearly 1 billion light-years across. If you were to travel through the center of this void, you could fly for hundreds of millions of years and never see a single star, never encounter a single galaxy. It is a silence so profound that it defies human comprehension. In the science of cosmology, this is known as the Sachs-Wolf effect. The Sachs-Wolf effect explains why a void appears cold on our maps. Imagine a photon of light, a tiny packet of energy, traveling from the early universe toward your eye. As it enters a massive void, it has to climb out of a gravitational well. Normally, as the photon leaves the other side, the gravity of the matter there would pull it back, returning its energy. But because the universe is expanding, and because dark energy is pushing everything apart, the void grows larger while the photon is inside it. By the time the photon reaches the other side, the wall of matter has moved further away. The photon loses more energy than it gains. It becomes tired. It shifts toward the red end of the spectrum and appears colder to our instruments. The scar is not a physical mark, but the result of light being exhausted by the sheer vastness of nothingness. Tonight, let your own photons, your thoughts and your attention, travel through your own internal void. You have been traveling through a dense, crowded day, filled with the galaxies of other people, the filaments of your responsibilities, and the gravity of your worries. But now, you are entering the supervoid of the night. Here, the density of your obligations is dropping to zero. There is nothing to pull on you, nothing to demand your energy. Your thoughts are becoming tired in the best possible way. They are losing their heat, losing their frequency, and shifting into the deep, cool red of relaxation. You are not empty. You are simply spacious. In the world of quantum field theory, Even a void is never truly empty. It is filled with zero-point energy, the lowest possible energy state that a system can occupy. Even in the middle of the Eridanus supervoid, the fabric of space-time is still there, vibrating with a quiet, invisible hum. This is the same hum that we find at the heart of your own rest. When you stop thinking, you don't cease to exist. You simply settle into your own zero-point state. You are the fabric of space, stretching out, silent, and eternal. The nothingness is not a lack of something. It is the presence of everything in its most peaceful form. Imagine the scale of 1 billion light years. It is a distance that light, the fastest thing in the universe, takes 1 billion years to cross. Within that space, there is no now, and there is no then. There is only the steady, unchanging expansion of the dark. As you lie here, let your sense of time expand to match the supervoid. The minutes of the clock are far too small to matter here. You are moving into a time of eons, a time of cosmic cycles. The scar in the sky is a reminder that the universe has room for silence. It has room for the vast, dark gaps between the stars. And tonight, you have room for the vast, dark gaps between your thoughts. Some researchers suggest that these supervoids are the graveyards of the universe, places where gravity failed to pull matter together, leaving behind a hollow echo of what might have been. But in the philosophy of science, we can see them as sanctuaries. They are the only places in the universe that are truly, perfectly quiet. They are free from the turbulence of exploding stars and the violent hunger of black holes. The cold spot is a sanctuary of stillness. By focusing on it, you are allowing your nervous system to mirror that stillness. You are becoming a supervoid, a wide, open, cool region of peace. As you breathe, feel the temperature of your body settling into a perfect uniform calm. There are no hot spots of tension in your shoulders, no fires of anxiety in your chest. You are a smooth, dark, and silent map of the cosmos. The scar is not a wound. It is a window. It is a window into the reality that the universe is mostly made of silence, and that you, as a child of the universe, are entitled to that silence. You are allowed to be empty. You are allowed to be still. The galaxies are distant. The light is tired. The void is vast. The peace is total. In our next segment, we will look at the more radical theory that the scar is actually a point of contact, a cosmic umbilical cord connecting us to a sister universe. We will explore the science of brain cosmology and the possibility of the other. But for now, stay in the sanctuary of the void. Feel the freedom of the nothingness. You are spacious, you are cool, and you are home. Supervoid. Expansion. Equilibrium. Sleep. We move now beyond the empty sanctuary of the void and toward a theory that challenges everything we know about the boundaries of reality. If the cosmic scar is not a hollow space, then what if it is a point of contact? In the world of theoretical physics, we call this brain cosmology. This theory suggests that our entire four-dimensional universe, height, width, depth, and time, is actually a three-dimensional membrane, or a brain, floating in a much larger, higher dimensional space called the bulk. Imagine our universe as a single sheet of paper, drifting in a vast, dark room. Now, imagine there is another sheet, another universe, drifting just a fraction of a millimeter away. Tonight, we explore the possibility that these two sheets have touched, and the cold spot is the mark where their surfaces met. The science of this collision is rooted in mem theory, an extension of string theory that allows for multiple universes to exist side by side in higher dimensions. According to this model, gravity is the only force strong enough to leak between these membranes. When two branes get too close, their gravitational fields begin to tug at each other, creating massive ripples in the fabric of space-time. If they were to actually collide, even for a brief moment at the dawn of time, the energy of that impact would create a permanent distortion in the temperature of the early universe. This is the cosmic bruise. The cold spot is exactly what we would expect to see if another universe, perhaps one with different laws of physics or a different density, pressed against our own. As you lie here in the stillness, imagine the bulk that surrounds you. Your bed is your universe, your brain, but there is a vast, invisible space all around it. The air in your room, the silence of the house, the darkness of the night, these are the higher dimensions. You are floating in a sea of potential realities. Just as your universe might be touching another, your mind is touching the edge of sleep. The cold spot in your consciousness is that strange, shimmering border where the world of doing meets the world of dreaming. It is a point of contact, a soft, gravitational pull toward a different state of being. You don't need to fear the collision, for it is a gentle merging of worlds. In the science of general relativity, we know that mass curves space-time. But in brain cosmology, the presence of a neighboring universe would create a bulk flow, a subtle, invisible current that pulls the matter in our universe toward the point of contact. Some astronomers believe they have detected this dark flow, a strange, unexplained movement of galaxy clusters toward a specific point in the sky, the very same region as the cold spot. It is as if our universe is leaking or being drawn toward its sister. Tonight, let your own bulk flow take over. You are being drawn, slowly and inevitably, toward the center of your rest. You are drifting toward the point where your physical body meets your dreaming self. Consider the nature of the other. If there is another universe touching ours, what is it like? Does it have stars made of antimatter? Does time flow backward there? Or is it a universe of pure, cold light? The scar is a reminder that our reality is not the only one. It is a humble realization, a cosmic perspective that makes our daily worries seem like the tiniest, most insignificant vibrations. In the physics of the multiverse, every possible outcome of every event may be happening in a different brain. But here, in this brain, the outcome is peace. The outcome is the steady, rhythmic cooling of your nervous system. You are in the version of the universe where you are safe, where you are warm, and where you are allowed to disappear into the dark. As you breathe, imagine the membrane of your skin becoming thin, almost transparent. You are no longer a solid, isolated thing. You are a field of energy, vibrating in harmony with the higher dimensions. The cosmic scar is not a wound, it is an umbilical cord. It is a connection to the infinite source of all things. We often feel lonely in the vastness of space, but brain cosmology tells us we have never been alone. We are constantly in the presence of other worlds, other possibilities, other silences. The cold spot is the place where the universe says, there is more than this. And tonight, your sleep is the place where your mind says, there is more than the day. The physics of a brain collision would produce gravitational waves of unimaginable scale, ripples that would stretch the very atoms of our world. But those ripples have long since settled into a low, steady, background hum. This is the scream of the impact, now faded into a lullaby. It is the sound of the universe settling after a long, ancient journey. You are settling to the impacts of your life, the collisions of work, the friction of relationships, the heat of ambition, are all fading into the background hum of your breath. You are becoming a smooth, cold, and perfect surface. The other is near. The membranes are touching. The bulk is silent. The merge is peaceful. In our next segment, we will look at the theory of quantum entanglement on a cosmic scale. We will explore the idea that the scar is a bridge between two entangled universes, and what that means for our own sense of connection. But for now, stay on the border of the worlds. Feel the soft, gravitational pull of the unknown. You are floating, you are connected, and you are home. Membrane. Bulk. Collision. Sleep. We venture deeper now, moving from the physical touch of membranes into the invisible, ghost-like connections of the quantum world. If the cosmic scar is not a mark of a physical collision, then perhaps it is evidence of something even more mysterious: quantum entanglement on a universal scale. In the world of quantum mechanics, two particles can become entangled so that they share a single existence. What happens to one instantly affects the other. No matter if they are separated by a room, a galaxy, or even the boundary between universes. Tonight, we explore the possibility that our universe is entangled with a partner universe, and the cold spot is the bridge through which their energies are linked. As you drift, imagine your own mind becoming entangled with the quiet of the room, a state where there is no longer a you and an outside, but only a single, unified field of peace. The science of this theory suggests that in the first trillionth of a second after the Big Bang, our universe and another were born together, like twin bubbles from the same quantum foam. At that moment, they were perfectly synchronized. As they expanded and moved apart, they remained linked through the phenomenon of non-locality. In the science of information theory, this means that the two universes are not separate systems, but two halves of a single, larger whole. The scar in our sky is the point where the information from the other universe is leaking into our own. Because the other universe might be older, colder, or more empty, its temperature is being reflected in our cold spot. It is a cosmic mirror, showing us the face of our twin. As you lie here, imagine this twin version of yourself. In the world of the multiverse, there is a version of you that is already asleep, a version that is perfectly rested, and a version that is as still as a stone. Through the principle of entanglement, you can begin to share their state. You don't need to try to fall asleep. You simply need to align yourself with the version of you that is already there. The cold spot in your mind is the portal through which this rest is flowing. Feel the coolness of that other reality, drifting into your limbs, slowing your heart, and quieting your brain. You are reaching across the cosmic bridge to claim the peace that is already yours. In the physics of Bell's theorem, we have proven that the universe is not locally real. This means that objects are not just influenced by their immediate surroundings, but are part of a hidden, underlying web of connections. The scar is the most visible thread of that web. Some physicists believe that the cold spot is a quantum portal, a region where the laws of our universe are slightly weakened, allowing us to feel the gravitational ghost of the other side. This is known as action at a distance. Tonight, let your worries be subject to this same law. Let them be pulled away from you, across the bridge, into the vast, dark void of the twin universe. They don't belong here in your brain of rest. Consider the nature of coherence. In a quantum system, coherence is the state where everything is in perfect phase, vibrating as one. But the moment the system is observed or disturbed, it decoheres, breaking apart into chaos. Your day was a state of decoherence, 1,000 different thoughts vibrating at 1,000 different speeds. But sleep is the return to quantum coherence. By focusing on the steady, low-frequency mystery of the cold spot, you are bringing your mind back into phase with the universe. You are becoming a single, coherent wave. The scar is the symbol of this unity, a reminder that even across the greatest distances, everything is connected. The scale of this entanglement is nearly impossible to grasp. It suggests that the void we see in the Eridanus constellation is actually teeming with virtual information from another dimension. In the world of holographic principle, our universe might be a projection of information that exists on a boundary far away. The cold spot is a glitch in the projection, a place where we can see the screen behind the movie. As you settle into your mattress, let the movie of your life fade. The characters, the plot, the drama. It's all just light on a screen. You are moving behind the screen, into the quiet, dark projectionist booth. You are becoming the information itself. The scar is not a tragedy of physics. It is a miracle of connection. It tells us that we are not drifting alone in an infinite desert. We are part of a pair, a dance, a duality. As the night grows colder and the silence grows deeper, feel the twin universe pressing gently against your own. It is a soft, dark, and comforting pressure. It is the feeling of a hand holding yours in the dark. You are not alone in your journey toward the morning. The entire multiverse is leaning in, watching over your rest. The particles are linked. The bridge is open. The twin is waiting. The rest is shared. In our next segment, we will explore the cosmic texture theory, the idea that the scar is a kink in the fabric of space, like a wrinkle in a bedsheet. We will look at the science of topological defects. But for now, stay in the entangled glow. Feel the connection to your twin self. You are mirrored. You are synchronized. And you are home. Entanglement, coherence, non-locality, sleep. We move now from the ghostly links of entanglement to a more structural, more physical possibility. What if the cosmic scar is exactly what it looks like, a wrinkle in the fabric of reality itself? In the world of theoretical physics, we call this a topological defect. To understand this, imagine you are making a bed. As you pull the vast, white sheet across the mattress, you try to make it perfectly smooth. But sometimes, no matter how careful you are, a tiny fold or a kink gets trapped in the fabric. In the science of phase transitions, the early universe was like that sheet. As it cooled from a hot, chaotic soup into the structured space we see today, it underwent a series of rapid changes. If those changes didn't happen perfectly, at exactly the same time everywhere, cracks or wrinkles could have been frozen into the sky. The science behind this is known as the Kibble mechanism. In the first moments of the Big Bang, the different forces of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, and the nuclear forces were all merged into one grand unified force. As the universe expanded and cooled, these forces broke apart, much like water freezing into ice. But ice doesn't always freeze in a single, clear block. It often has white lines, bubbles, and cracks where the crystals didn't align. These are defects. If the universe froze unevenly, It could have created cosmic strings, domain walls, or textures. The cold spot could be a cosmic texture, a region where the geometry of space-time is twisted, causing light to bend and cool as it passes through the kink. Tonight, think about the phase transitions of your own day. You have moved from the high-energy plasma of your morning through the liquid activity of your afternoon, and now you are cooling into the solid state of sleep. Just like the universe, your transition might not be perfectly smooth. You might have a few wrinkles of thought, a few kinks of tension in your neck or your jaw. But in the grand design of the cosmos, these defects are not mistakes. They are part of the structure. They are the scars that give the fabric its character. As you breathe, imagine those wrinkles in your mind being smoothed out by the steady, heavy hand of gravity. You don't need to be perfect to be at peace. In the science of topology, we study the properties of space that remain unchanged, even when the space is stretched or deformed. A cosmic texture is a three-dimensional knot in the field of space-time. It doesn't have a surface or a boundary. It is simply a place where the universe is bunched up. Because this knot has a different energy density than the surrounding space, it acts as a gravitational lens. Light passing through the kink is stretched, losing its energy, and appearing as a massive, cold anomaly. Tonight, let your worries be like those photons. Let them pass through the kink of your relaxation and lose their energy. Let them become tired, red-shifted, and cold. By the time they reach your conscious mind, they have no heat left to disturb you. Consider the scale of these defects. A cosmic string could be as thin as a proton, but as long as a galaxy, and so heavy that a single inch would weigh as much as the Earth. But a texture, the kind of defect that might explain the cold spot, is a vast, spherical distortion. It is a cloud of twisted space. In the world of geometry, it is a reminder that space is not just a container, it is a substance. It can be folded, it can be torn, and it can be knotted. Tonight, you are settling into the substance of your bed. The mattress and the blankets are folding around you, creating your own local texture of comfort. You are nestled in the folds of the night, protected by the very geometry of your room. For cosmologists, finding a cosmic scar like this is like finding a fossil. It is a piece of the original universe, preserved for 13 billion years. It tells us about the laws of physics that existed before the stars were born. Your own body carries these fossils, too. The rhythm of your heart, the structure of your cells, the way your brain seeks the dark, these are the scars of your evolution. They are the evidence of where you have been. As you drift, honor the textures of your life. Every twist and every turn has led you here, to this moment of stillness. You are a complex, beautiful knot in the fabric of time. The cold spot is a place where the universe is different. And in your sleep, you are moving toward a place where you are different. You are moving toward the defect of the dream world, where the laws of logic are twisted, where space is non-linear, and where time is a loop. This is not a place of chaos, but a place of deeper, more ancient order. It is the original state of the mind. As you cross the boundary, let the smoothness of the day fall away. Embrace the wrinkle. Embrace the kink. Embrace the scar. The ice is freezing. The sheet is pulling. The knot is holding. The space is still. In our next segment, we will look at the mirror universe theory, the idea that the cold spot is a reflection of a world made entirely of antimatter, where time runs backward. We will explore the science of CPT symmetry, but for now, stay in the folds of the fabric. Feel the weight of the texture around you. You are structured, you are ancient, and you are home. Topology. Defect. Mechanism. Sleep. We transition now into a realm of perfect, haunting symmetry. If the cosmic scar is not a wrinkle or a void, what if it is a reflection? In the world of theoretical physics, specifically the study of CPT symmetry, there is a radical hypothesis that the Big Bang did not just create our universe, but also a mirror universe moving backward in time. In this science, CPT stands for charge, parity, and time. To keep the fundamental balance of the cosmos, for every particle of matter created here, an equal particle of antimatter must have been created there. For every second that moves forward in our world, a second moves backward in the other. Tonight, we explore the possibility that the cold spot is a point of quantum leakage from this mirror realm, a place where the antimatter and backward flowing time of the other side are pressing against our own. The science of this mirror universe is a solution to one of the biggest problems in cosmology. Why is there so much matter and so little antimatter? According to the laws of physics, they should have been created in equal amounts and instantly annihilated each other. But if the antimatter was sent the other way, into a twin universe born at the same moment as ours, the balance is preserved. The scar in the Eridanus constellation could be the contact point between these two opposing flows. Because the mirror universe is dominated by antimatter and is moving away from us in the dimension of time, its energy appears to us as a cold, dark, and silent anomaly. It is the shadow of our twin, a dark reflection of everything we are. As you lie here, think about your own mirror self. Throughout the day, you have been the active self, moving, speaking, and consuming energy. But now, as you prepare for sleep, you are transitioning into your mirror state. This is your passive self, still, silent, and replenishing energy. Just as the two universes balance the cosmos, these high states of being balance your life. The cold spot in your mind is the transition point, the mirror's surface. As you cross over, you aren't disappearing. You are simply entering the symmetrical half of your existence. Let the antimatter of your dreams neutralize the matter of your worries. Let the backward flow of your rest undo the forward tension of your day. In the science of particle physics, when matter and antimatter meet, they release pure energy. But if they are kept apart by the fabric of space-time, they create a state of vacuum tension. The scar is the evidence of this tension. It is a place where the two realities are trying to cancel each other out, but are held in check by the geometry of the vacuum. This creates a region of extreme, low-energy calm. Tonight, let your mind be this vacuum. You are holding the matter of your life on one side and the quiet of the night on the other. You don't need to do anything with them. You are simply the space that holds the balance. You are the CPT symmetry of your own soul. Imagine the time in that mirror universe. It doesn't move toward the future. It moves toward the beginning. It is a world of unhappening. In that realm, the broken glass mends itself, the fallen leaf returns to the branch, and the spent energy returns to the source. As you drift toward sleep, allow yourself to experience this unhappening. The events of your day are being undone. The words you spoke, the tasks you finished, the stress you felt, they are all flowing backward, returning to the void. You are being reset to your original, pure state. The scar is the drain through which the exhaustion of the day is flowing away, leaving you light, cool, and empty. The scale of this mirror is infinite. It suggests that for every star we see, there is a dark star on the other side. For every heartbeat here, there is a rhythmic echo there. This is the ultimate form of cosmic fairness. Nothing is ever truly lost. It is just mirrored. The cold spot is the proof that the universe is not a chaotic, one-way street, but a beautiful, balanced, and symmetrical masterpiece. By focusing on this symmetry, you are allowing your own heart rate and your own breathing to find their perfect, mirrored rhythm. Inhale, and the world is created. Exhale, and the world is reflected. The other side is not a place of ghosts, but a place of balance. It is the cold that defines the heat. It is the dark that defines the light. By embracing the scar, you are embracing the totality of existence. You are accepting that to be full, you must also be empty. To move forward, you must also know how to rest. The mirror universe is waiting for you, not to replace you, but to complete you. You are stepping through the glass now, into the cool, deep, and silent symmetry of the night. The particles are balanced. The time is reversing. The mirror is clear. The rest is total. In our next segment, we will look at the theory of cosmic ghosting, the idea that the scar is a remnant of a universe that existed before the Big Bang. We will explore the science of conformal cyclic cosmology. But for now, stay in the reflection. Feel the peace of the mirror. You are balanced, you are symmetrical, and you are home. Symmetry, antimatter, reflection. We move now from the horizontal symmetry of mirrors to the vertical depth of time. What if the cosmic scar is not a mark of something existing beside us, but something that existed before us? In the world of theoretical physics, specifically the conformal cyclic cosmology, CCC, developed by Sir Roger Penrose, the Big Bang was not the beginning, but merely one transition in an infinite cycle of eons. This theory suggests that our universe expands until everything, every star, every black hole, and even every atom, eventually decays into pure light. When the universe is filled with nothing but massless photons, it loses track of its size and scale. To a photon, there is no distance and no time. In this state, the vast, cold end of one universe becomes the compact, hot beginning of the next. Tonight, we explore the possibility that the cold spot is a ghost from the previous universe, a remnant of a massive black hole collision that happened before our time began. The science of this ghostly imprint is based on the idea of information persistence. According to CCC, when two supermassive black holes collided in the eon before ours, they released bursts of gravitational energy so powerful that they left a permanent ripple in the geometry of spacetime. Even though the previous universe ended, the mathematical structure of those ripples was carried through the Big Bang into our own era. We call these Hawking points. The cold spot could be the most massive Hawking point ever discovered, the funeral mark of a black hole that lived and died trillions of years before our sun was even a cloud of dust. It is a scar of memory, a cosmic heirloom passed down from an ancestor universe. As you lie here, think about the eons of your own life. You have lived through many cycles, days of childhood, days of growth, days of change. Each day ends, and each morning feels like a Big Bang, a new beginning. But you are not a blank slate. You carry the scars of your previous days, the wisdom, the memories, and the quiet ripples of your experiences. The cold spot in your mind tonight is the place where you are processing these ghosts. You are taking the energy of your past and allowing it to settle into the foundation of your future. Like the universe, you are an infinite cycle of renewal. The end of your day is not a disappearance. It is a transition into the pure, massless state of sleep. In the science of geometry, we call this a conformal transformation. It is a process where the shape remains the same even as the size changes. The scar is a shape that has survived the transition between universes. Tonight, let your own shape, your sense of self, remain intact as your size changes. As you fall asleep, your world is shrinking, moving from the vast, busy landscape of the city and the world into the small, intimate space of your bed. But the essence of who you are remains. You are carrying your Hawking points, your core values and your inner peace. Across the boundary between waking and dreaming, you are conformal. You are consistent. You are eternal. Consider the sheer patience of a cyclic universe. It doesn't rush to its end, and it doesn't rush to its beginning. It understands that in an infinite cycle, there is time for everything. The cold spot has been waiting for 13.8 billion years just for us to notice it. Tonight, allow yourself this same cosmic patience. You don't need to find sleep immediately. You are in the late eon of your day. Everything is decaying, cooling, and becoming light. The gravity of your worries is evaporating. Just as black holes eventually evaporate into Hawking radiation, you are becoming a field of pure, quiet photons, ready for the Big Bang of your dreams. The presence of the scar tells us that the universe has a memory. It tells us that nothing is truly forgotten and that the past always informs the present. But it also tells us that we can survive the end of a world. The universe has died many times, and yet, here it is, glowing with the light of 100 billion galaxies. Your day may have felt like the end of a world, but you are built for the cycle. You are built for renewal. The cold of the scar is not the cold of death. It is the cool, refreshing stillness of the in-between time. It is the pause between breaths. It is the space between lives. As the silence of the night deepens, imagine the ghost of the previous universe fading into the background. It has done its work. It has passed on its information. Now, it is just a quiet, dark spot on the map. You are letting go of the information of your day. You have learned what you needed to learn. You have felt what you needed to feel. Now, you are passing through the conformal gate. You are moving from the old eon of the day into the new eon of the night. You are smooth, you are light, and you are still. The black holes have faded. The cycle is turning. The ghost is resting. The light is pure. In our next segment, we will look at the theory of cosmic engineering, the radical idea that the scar is not natural at all, but an artifact of a Type 3 civilization from another universe. We will explore the science of the Kardashev scale. But for now, stay in the cycle. Feel the persistence of your own memory. You are ancient, you are renewed, and you are home. Eon, conformal, Hawking, sleep. We step now from the natural history of cycles into the realm of the extraordinary. If the cosmic scar is not a ghost or a wrinkle, what if it is an artifact? In the science of the Kardashev scale, we categorize civilizations by their ability to harness energy. A Type 1 civilization controls a planet, a Type 2 controls a star, and a Type 3 controls an entire galaxy. But some theorists suggest a Type 4 civilization, one that can manipulate the fabric of the multiverse itself. In this segment, we explore the possibility that the cold spot is a techno-signature, a colossal engineering project left behind by a civilization from a sister universe. Perhaps it is a bridge, a siphon, or a vent, designed to regulate the temperature of their own reality by dumping heat into ours. The science of stellar engineering on a cosmic scale involves the manipulation of dark energy and the geometry of space. If a civilization were millions of years more advanced than our own, they might not just live inside the universe, they might treat the universe as a machine. The cold spot, with its perfectly circular shape and its immense, localized drop in temperature, looks less like a random fluctuation and more like a thermal outflow. It is a place where the coolant of another reality has leaked through the boundary. In the world of astroengineering, this would be the ultimate achievement, the ability to reach across the void between universes to ensure the survival of your own. As you lie here, think about the engineering of your own life. You have built structures of routine, systems of work, and networks of relationships. You are the architect of your own personal universe. But even the best engineered systems need a vent. They need a place to release the heat, the pressure, and the friction of daily existence. Your sleep tonight is your cold spot. It is the engineering project of your subconscious, a space where you dump the thermal energy of your stress and your effort. You are siphoning away the heat of the day to ensure that your core remains stable and cool. You are an advanced civilization of one, maintaining your own internal equilibrium. In the physics of entropy, heat is the enemy of order. For a civilization to survive for billions of years, it must find a way to combat the heat death of its own universe. The scar could be a wormhole or a portal through which energy is being transferred. Tonight, let your own entropy be transferred. You are not losing your day, you are exporting it. The memories and the worries that feel too heavy, too hot, are being moved through the portal of your relaxation. They are flowing out of your mind and into the vast, dark vacuum of the night. Like a Type 4 civilization, you are mastering the flow of energy. You are choosing what to keep and what to release. Consider the scale of such an achievement. To us, the cold spot is a terrifying, lonely void. But to its creators, it might be a masterpiece of design, a monument to their triumph over the laws of physics. It is a reminder that nothingness can be a tool. Tonight, use the nothingness of the dark as your own tool. The silence is not a lack of life, it is a luxury of design. Your bed is the hub of this engineering, a place where the geometry is perfectly aligned for rest. You are settling into the engine room of your soul, where the fires are being damped down and the cooling systems are coming online. You are stable, you are efficient, and you are safe. The idea of cosmic engineering humbles us, but it also inspires us. It suggests that intelligence and intention can span the greatest distances in the multiverse. The scar is a sign that the universe is not just a random accident, but a place where something has happened. And in your own life, something is happening now. You are not just falling asleep, you are building sleep. You are carefully, intentionally, lowering the temperature of your thoughts. You are a master of your own techno-signature. Your slow, deep breathing is the rhythmic hum of a perfectly functioning machine. As the night deepens, imagine the outflow of the cold spot slowing down. The heat has been vented. The pressure has been equalized. The boundary between the worlds is becoming smooth and silent once again. You have vented the day. You have siphoned off the noise. You are now a zero-heat system. You are a cold, dark, and perfectly engineered sphere of rest. The other side has received your energy, and you are left with the silence. The vents are open. The heat is flowing. The machine is quiet. The rest is total. In our next segment, we will look at the theory of the simulation, the idea that the cold spot is a glitch in the software of our universe. We will explore the science of information theory and the pixelation of space-time. But for now, stay in the engine room. Feel the efficiency of your own cooling. You are masterfully designed, you are stable, and you are home. Kardashev. Siphon. Entropy. Sleep. We move now into the final, and perhaps the most unsettling layer of the mystery. If the cosmic scar is not a physical object, then what if it is a flaw in the code? In the world of information theory, specifically the simulation hypothesis, our entire universe may be a high-fidelity digital construct, a piece of software running on a computer of unimaginable power. According to this science, the universe is not made of matter, but of bits. Space and time are not continuous. They are pixelated at the Planck scale. In this segment, we explore the possibility that the cold spot is a glitch, a rendering error in the grand simulation of our reality. It is a place where the program failed to calculate the temperature correctly, leaving behind a blank, cold, and empty patch of missing data. The science behind this theory is based on the Bekenstein bound, which suggests that there is a finite limit to the amount of information that can be contained within a given region of space. If our universe is a simulation, the creators would have to manage their processing power efficiently. Just as a video game only renders the details where the player is looking, the universe might only render the physics of deep space in low resolution. The cold spot could be a buffer error, a region where the processing lagged behind the expansion, or where a dead pixel in the cosmic screen has appeared. It is a scar of the digital kind, a window into the hardware that lies beneath our perceived reality. Tonight, think about the code of your own life, your habits, your routines, your beliefs. These are the algorithms that run your day. You have been processing data since the moment you woke up. But now, it is time to log off. You are shutting down the apps of your worries, closing the tabs of your to-do lists, and clearing the cache of your memories. Your sleep tonight is the system reset. The cold spot in your mind is the place where you stop trying to render the world. You are allowing your consciousness to enter a sleep mode, where the screen goes dark, and the processor slows down to a steady, low-frequency hum. You are resting in the code. In the science of digital physics, everything in the universe can be described as the answer to a yes or no question. This is the it from bit theory. Tonight, let your own bits be simplified. You are no longer a complex image of a person with 1,000 different facets. You are becoming zero. You are moving from the 1 of activity to the 0 of stillness. The cold spot is the ultimate 0, a place of absolute mathematical peace. By focusing on it, you are allowing your own internal software to defragment. You are sorting the files of your day, deleting the junk data, and preparing your system for a fresh boot up in the morning. Consider the nature of a glitch. In a computer, a glitch is often seen as a mistake. But in the philosophy of science, a glitch is a gift. It is the only way the inhabitants of a simulation can ever know the truth of their existence. The scar in the sky is the universe's way of saying, there is something deeper than the stars. Tonight, let your own glitches, your mistakes, your flaws, your cold spots, be your gifts. They are the places where the code of your perfection has broken down, allowing the light of your true self to shine through. You are not a perfect program. You are a living, breathing, and beautifully flawed entity. You are resting in the truth of your own unrendered self. The idea of the simulation is not a cold or mechanical one. It suggests that the universe has an author, a designer, or a source. The cold spot is the signature of that source, a place where the hand of the creator slipped. And in your own rest, you are returning to your source. You are moving past the user interface of your personality and into the source code of your soul. Here, there are no errors, no lag, and no bugs. There is only the pure, silent flow of information. You are being updated, you are being patched, and you are being restored. As the night reaches its deepest point, imagine the glitch of the cold spot becoming a part of the design. The dark pixel is not a flaw, it is a feature. It is the anchor of the sky, the place where the eyes can rest. You are settling into your own dark pixel. You are the anchor of your room. The code is running smoothly, the system is stable, and the data of the day is safe. You are drifting into the dark, into the quiet, into the software of the infinite. The screen is fading. The bits are settling. The glitch is quiet. The rest is total. In our final segment, we will reach the universal truth. The idea that the scar is the heart of the universe, the place where all things began and all things will end. We will bring our journey to a peaceful, unified conclusion. But for now, stay in the code. Feel the digital silence. You are perfectly programmed. You are stable. And you are home. Simulation. Algorithm. Information. Sleep. We have arrived at the final horizon. Our journey through the cosmic scar has led us through collisions, voids, membranes, and code. Now, we reach the ultimate destination, the realization that the scar is not a defect at all, but the heart of the cosmic story. In the final reach of theoretical physics, we look at the universe as a unified whole, a single, breathing organism. The cold spot is the place where the universe exhales. It is the point of total, absolute stillness that allows the rest of the cosmos to exist in its vibrant, chaotic dance. In this final segment, we find the peace that exists at the center of the mystery, and we bring your own journey through the night to its quiet, perfect conclusion. The science of this final state is the study of singularity and unity. In the beginning, all things were one. There were no stars, no galaxies, and no scars. There was only a single point of infinite potential. Many cosmologists believe that the cold spot is a window back to that original unity. It is a place where the universe hasn't finished growing yet, or perhaps where it has already returned to its source. It is the of the cosmos, a silent, unchanging vibration that underlies everything. In your own life, this is the state of the deepest sleep. You have moved past the parts of your identity, the worker, the friend, the dreamer, and you have returned to the whole. You are the original, unified self. Imagine the temperature of this final state. It is not cold in a way that bites or hurts. It is the coolness of absolute balance. In the world of thermodynamics, this is the state of maximum entropy, where all energy is evenly distributed, and there is no more work to be done. It is the ultimate rest. As you lie here, feel this distribution happening within you. The heat of your effort is gone. The voltage of your thoughts has dropped to zero. You are a perfectly flat, perfectly calm, and perfectly still landscape. You are the cold spot in the center of your room. You are the sanctuary where the universe comes to be quiet. The scale of the scar reminds us of our own cosmic perspective. We often worry about the small bruises of our daily lives, the words we said wrong, the things we forgot to do. But in the shadow of a billion light-year-wide mystery, those bruises vanish. They are smaller than atoms. They are less than nothing. The scar in the sky tells us that it is okay to be marked. It is okay to be imperfect. Even the universe, in all its majesty, has a bruise. Even the fabric of space-time has a fold. You are allowed to have your scars. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you have been part of the grand, beautiful collision of existence. Tonight, let the cosmic scar be your blanket. Let the mystery of the other be your pillow. You don't need to know the answers to fall asleep. You don't need to know if it was a collision, a void, or a glitch. The not knowing is the most peaceful state of all. In the science of epistemology, this is the cloud of unknowing, the place where logic ends and being begins. You are moving into the cloud now. You are letting go of the why and the how. You are simply is. You are a part of the simulation, a part of the cycle, a part of the mirror. You are home. The journey is over. The scar has become the seal on your day. It is the final full stop at the end of a long, complex sentence. The light of the early universe has finished its travel across the eons, and it has finally reached your eyes. But your eyes are closed now. The light is no longer a signal to be processed. It is a glow to be felt. You are the afterglow of your own day. You are the steady cooling and eternal memory of your life. The void is full. The scar is healed. The codes are silent. The night is one. The universe is breathing. Slowly, deeply, in and out, in and out. You are the breath. You are the silence. You are the stars. Good night. Unity. Singularity. Singularity. Nothingness. Sleep.